Hello and welcome to Cooking with Rufert. Today we're making Hindbærsnitter, a very basic pastry. First you get 400 grams of flour, just the regular wheat kind, 100 grams of powdered sugar, an egg, and 300 grams of butter. I'm using margarine here, so I'll avoid turning into the human equivalent of a fecal-propelled bottle rocket, but you should use butter if you can. Also, using a bowl that's the correct size helps. Knead it all together into a dough and slap it on the table. Using your extensive martial arts training, divide the dough into two pieces. Make sure to have a bunch of flour on the table so it doesn't stick for the next part. Roll it into an approximation of a square. We're going to do the same with the other bit of dough, so they need to be roughly the same sizes. I used a rolling pin to measure them out with. When you're done with the first one, you need to transfer it over to a baking plate with baking paper on. This is best accomplished by rolling it onto the rolling pin and carrying that way. Once you've transferred it, you get your raspberry jam. Slather that fucker in it. Use a good amount, you slut. Then do the other bit of dough and put it on top of the first one with your jam in between. At this point, having had the foresight to have watched this video all the way through once before starting the recipe, you'll have known to preheat your oven to 220 degrees. That's 495.15 Kelvin for those of you who use that. Slap it in there for 15 minutes. While this is happening, we're going to whip up some icing. You get some more powdered sugar and add a little water. Stir that shit together until you get a consistency you're happy with. You can make more or less depending on how much you like. Now I know what you're thinking at this point, and no, this won't substitute that expensive shit you have to buy for your bad dragon. Once the stuff is out the oven, slather it in icing. Cut the corners off after it's cooled a bit, and find out that if you wanted to add sprinkles, it's probably best to have done so before the icing hardened. Thank you for watching. They're delicious though.